Welcome back, insiders, to Waynesider, where we dive into the raw, emotional moments that shake the WWE universe. Tonight, we're dissecting a chilling chapter in the Bloodline saga. Jimmy Uso's bone-rattling warning to Solo Sikoa's main family tribe, MFT, after their brutal attack on Sami Zayn on WWE Raw. This wasn't just a confrontation, it was a fracture in the Anoa dynasty, a moment that exposed deep wounds and set the stage for war. We're unraveling the emotional history, the shocking assault, and what this means for the Bloodline's legacy. Let's get to it. The Bloodline, a name synonymous with power, family, and dominance. For years, Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, has ruled WWE, flanked by the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, and guided by Paul Heyman's cunning. Their Samoan dynasty, rooted in pride and loyalty, has carried an unmatched legacy. But beneath the victories lies pressure to uphold the family name, to bend to Roman's will, to suppress doubts. Silent resentments have simmered, especially between the brothers, as Roman's iron grip tightened. Roman's transformation into the tribal chief changed everything. The big dog became a tyrant, demanding acknowledgement from all, including his blood. Jey Uso's early rebellion was a painful lesson in submission, his loyalty forged through battles. Jimmy, always the loyal soldier, followed Roman without question, but the cracks were there. Every promo, every sidelong glance, hinted at a family stretched thin by power and control. The Bloodline's strength was its unity, but that unity was fragile. Please like, share and subscribe for more WWE content. Enter Solo Sikoa. The youngest brother, once the enforcer, was Roman's silent weapon. But when Roman's reign faltered, Solo stepped out of the shadows, forming his own faction, the main family tribe MFT, with Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga, and Jacob Fatu. This wasn't just a new group, it was a rebellion against Roman's rule. Solo's MFT declared themselves the true heirs to the Bloodline's legacy, dismissing the Usos as relics. The family split, and the wounds deepened. Sami Zayn, the honorary Use, is central to this drama. Once an outsider, Sami earned his place in the Bloodline through heart and loyalty. His bond with Jey was real, a brotherhood forged in trust. But when Sami turned on Roman, choosing loyalty to Kevin Owens and Jey over the tribal chief, he became a target. Solo's MFT saw Sami as a traitor, a symbol of the old Bloodline's failure. His presence on Raw, challenging Solo's claim, set the stage for chaos. The Raw stage was electric. Solo Sikoa stood in the ring, flanked by his MFT, Loa, Tonga, and Fatu, a new dynasty claiming the Bloodline's mantle. Solo's promo was cold, declaring Roman's era over and the MFT as the future. He called out the Usos, mocking their loyalty to a fallen chief. The crowd booed, sensing the betrayal. Then, Sami Zayn's music hit, and the arena erupted. Sami, defiant as ever, strode out, mic in hand, ready to defend the Bloodline's heart. Sami's words were fire. He didn't just challenge Solo's claim, he called him out for abandoning family. "You're not blood," Sami spat, pointing at the MFT. "You're mercenaries." The crowd roared, but Solo's smirk was icy. Tonga and Fatu shifted, ready for violence. The tension was palpable, a storm brewing. You could feel something coming, but no one expected the brutality that followed. The MFT was about to send a message, and Sami was the target. Heavy bass hits, the lights dim. The arena froze as Solo gave a nod. The MFT pounced. Jacob Fatu, a wrecking ball, speared Sami through the ropes. Tonga Loa and Tama Tonga followed, unleashing a barrage of kicks and punches. Solo watched, emotionless, as his faction dismantled Sami. The crowd screamed in shock as Fatu capped it with a moonsault, leaving Sami bloodied and motionless. This wasn't a match, it was an execution, a warning to anyone loyal to the old Bloodline. Let's hold that image. Sami Zayn, the heart of the Bloodline, broken by Solo's MFT. The attack was a statement, a rejection of everything the Bloodline once stood for. But the real shock came later, when Jimmy Uso's music hit. The crowd exploded as Jimmy stormed the ring, alone, no Jey, no Roman. His face was fury, his voice shaking as he grabbed a mic. "Solo, you crossed a line," he growled. "You want war, you got it." His warning was chilling, a promise of retribution that echoed through the arena. The emotional weight of Jimmy's words hit hard. For years, he's been the loyal brother, the one who stood by Roman without question. But seeing Sami, his friend, his honorary USO, attacked by Solo's crew snapped something in him. This wasn't just about family, it was personal. Jimmy's warning wasn't just a threat, it was a declaration of independence, a sign that the bloodline's fractures are irreparable. Fans felt it, and X lit up with reactions. Why now? Backstage whispers, gathered by Wainsider, suggest Jimmy's been wrestling with his role for months. Sources say he's tired of Roman's control and Solo's rebellion. Sami's attack was the breaking point. Jimmy's always been the glue holding the bloodline together, but Solo's MFT crossed a line, targeting someone Jimmy considers family. His warning wasn't just for Solo, it was for the entire MFT, a signal that Jimmy's ready to fight for his own legacy. Sami's perspective adds heartbreak. Helped backstage, bloodied and battered, he was seen clutching his ribs, muttering, "I trusted them." A leaked clip on X showed Kevin Owens at his side, furious but helpless. Sami's bond with the bloodline was real, especially with Jimmy and Jay. To be attacked by Solo, a man he once called brother, cut deep. Insiders say Sami's not done, he's plotting a comeback, but this betrayal has changed him. The fans are reeling. X posts are flooded with shock and anger. One user tweeted, "Jimmy's warning gave me chills. Solo's in trouble." Another wrote, "Sami didn't deserve that. The bloodline's dead." The divide is clear. Some see Jimmy as a hero standing up for family, others see Solo's MFT as the future. This moment has split the WWE universe, with fans debating who truly carries the bloodline's legacy. Jimmy's warning carries weight because of his history. He's been the heart of the bloodline, the one who kept the peace between Roman's demands and Jay's doubts. But now, with Jay absent and Roman sidelined, Jimmy's alone. His chilling message to Solo wasn't just bravado, it was a man reclaiming his place. X-users are already fantasy booking a Jimmy vs. Solo showdown, with one tweet reading, "Jimmy's about to steal the tribal chief's crown." Solo's MFT is a different beast. Unlike the bloodline, they're not bound by blood, only ambition. Jacob Fatu's raw power, Tonga Loa's ruthlessness, and Tama Tonga's cunning make them a lethal unit. Solo's leadership is colder than Roman's, driven by a need to prove himself. But his attack on Sami, a man who bridged the bloodline's past and present, was a misstep. Jimmy's warning exposed Solo's weakness, he's alienated his true family. The bloodline's legacy is at stake. Once defined by unity, it's now a battleground. Roman's absence leaves a void, and Solo's rebellion threatens to erase the Anoa dynasty's heart. Jimmy's stand, alone but defiant, is a fight for the soul of the bloodline. Will history remember this as the moment the family fell apart, or the moment Jimmy rebuilt it? The attack on Sami and Jimmy's response have drawn a line in the sand. Backstage, the mood is tense. Wainsider sources report unease in the locker room. Some wrestlers respect Jimmy's courage, others fear Solo's MFT. One anonymous talent said, "Jimmy's walking into a war he can't win alone." There's also talk of Jay's absence. Where was he during Jimmy's warning? Insiders hint Jay's struggling with his own loyalty, torn between family and freedom. A bloodline civil war is looming. Sami's attack has ripple effects. Kevin Owens, fiercely loyal to Sami, is reportedly planning retaliation. Seth Rollins, no friend of the bloodline, might see an opportunity in the chaos. Even Cody Rhodes, chasing his own legacy, is watching closely. Solo's MFT has made enemies, and Jimmy's warning has ignited a fire. The WWE roster is on notice. This war is far from over. Paul Heyman's silence is deafening. The wise man, once the bloodline's architect, hasn't been seen with Solo or Jimmy. Insiders say he's distancing himself, letting the brothers fight it out. But Heyman's too cunning to stay neutral forever. X-users speculate he's plotting a return, with one post reading, "Heyman's waiting to pick the winner." He's the real tribal chief. His next move could tip the scales. The broader WWE landscape is shifting. Solo's MFT is a new power, but Jimmy's defiance has inspired others. Stars like Drew McIntyre or Gunther might challenge Solo's claim, while Sami's allies rally for revenge. This isn't just a bloodline story, it's a war that could reshape Raw and SmackDown. Jimmy's warning wasn't just for Solo, It was a call to anyone who believes in the Bloodline's true heart. Let's get personal. As a fan, this moment hit me hard. The Bloodline was about family, about brothers standing together. Seeing Solo turn on Sami, and Jimmy stand alone, felt like losing something sacred. Sami's